Welcome, buddy. Hello, Minnesota. Hey there. Come on, guys. Jesse just reminded me I have to call in. So give me 1 second here. I forgot. I forgot. Had to call in. All right, guys. We're waiting on Chad anyway. Chad's rebooting. So anybody who had.
Thank you for calling the Geocaching Podcast. Unfortunately, this show is currently offline. If you wish to record a message for the show, press 1. Otherwise,
Really, I copy and pasted the wrong phone number into that, didn't
Did
I?
you break it? What are you doing?
Apparently, that's what happens when you call the show and nobody answers.
Oh, you
thank
called
you for calling Call-In
you
Studios
called the
host and
show.
call screener line. Please enter your show number and press pound.
I legit called the show.
That's funny.
I should have left myself a message.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You have not started a show session in Call-In Studio and cannot yet receive. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface. Show recording is on.
Yep. Ian says, "How are we going to schedule a show during the debate?" Dude, we do every Wednesday night. This is what we do.
Are you're recording it, aren't you in there?
Yes, I'm recording.
Thank you. Um
Just every Wednesday, man. What do you want me to tell you? I'm not going to do the show on Thursday because the debate's on tonight. That's what we all have DVR now. Or watch a debate. This show is, you can listen to this show later.
what is our show number 635?
Hello, Chad.
Hello, hello.
Hey, nice hat.
Yeah,
You actually get the hat?
I got the hat in the mail
Man,
today.
really? Ian, did you get a hat? What'd you get? Did he give you a signed picture? Oh,
Signed.
he's such a good guy.
Yeah, I, I was surprised I had forgotten about it. My wife's like, "Who the hell's sending you this stuff?"
Yep. You're like the showrunner of the show.
Exactly.
He actually emailed me a couple weeks ago. And he's like, hey, give me those. He's like, I'm finally back at work and I can get you those hats. I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot all about that. He's like, yeah, give me the addresses. I'm like, all right. And I had both of your addresses. So, because remember, I promised you and Ian's father in law, I think, hats. Ian promised, so.
So I figured I'd wear it for the show tonight.
Very nice. It's a nice hat.
Yep.
Wow. I'm not to bug him for a hat. But is that a fake signed photo? Or is it a real signed photo?
Looks to be real signed.
Really? Like the ink is real, not cheap, or not like
Uh,
just you
it,
for
it,
the time.
it may be printed.
It's probably printed. I can't imagine he went to all those people to bring code and send this.
You guys are freezing up.
What's going on?
Is Cam online? Go
I will kick him off.
check and see if he's online.
We've been having major internet issues though for the past week and a half.
Yeah, I'm getting 100 megabits per second right now.
Are you? I'm choppy because I'm pulling in. I'm hardwired in here. Am I choppy good, or was it Jesse?
I think both of you.
Oops. What's going on? He said he's not online.
He's not online.
No. Yeah, this is bad.
We got. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and get back.
It wasn't me.
Hello?
So
Hi. So I just noticed something really interesting. Our show notes just had an anonymous person. You know, it shows you at the top, like who's
that,
viewing.
yeah, that was me. So I wasn't logged in.
Oh,
So
So
kind of
this is
scared a little bit.
all right. This was my work computer. So I'm not signed in all the time. So with my work computer, I can basically triple screen two monitors and plus the laptop itself.
Gotcha.
All right, am I back? Am I good? Bad?
No,
Sick?
you're
You're fuzzy, but sounding better.
Really?
It's clearing up a little bit.
Hold on.
he's not online, he says. I turned my work computer off. I'm not working anymore, so it's not that one.
Be hogging our. I'm checking the speed test right now. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We're having issues all week. Oh, I'm at 115, 126, 100. Yeah. My speed's fine. Chad, how am I now?
Yeah, you guys have improved. I mean, you guys are pretty good right now.
Sorry, guys. We've had internet. This is the problem, Chad, is we've got major construction going on near our house, and they
Mhm.
keep cutting the wires.
That's not good.
So Cam and I are home. You know, the boys are home doing school, and I'm here. And all of a sudden, the internet goes out for 2 hours because they cut the line, and then they gotta come out and they gotta fix it, and they just keep cutting the goddamn line. I mean, it happened twice last week. It happened earlier today.
Everything was down today, though. It wasn't just the internet.
Everything
It
was
was
down today.
everything
Everything was
today.
So both of you, your audios are out of sync, by the way.
The audio was out of sync. Hello, hello.
Yeah, your
Let me get
yeah
that.
your audio's no.
Hello.
That looks better.
Okay. I gotta switch with you though. Hello. There you go. That's good. Where's Jesse? There we go.
Here I am.
Yep,
That's you're better now.
back to sync. Yep.
All right. I'm pushing record. Let's get this craziness over with. Here we go, guys. We're ready to go live. God help us. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. Come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. I'll cover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have Short and It's manning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Jazz427.
Howdy, y'all. Caching, Castaway style, or are you bringing Wilson along?
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 635, recorded live on October 7th, 2020, is group and buddy caching versus solo caching. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for our international callers, you can call us for free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. Oh, Chad, what a nightmare. So as I was saying before we show went live, we've been having internet issues all week here at the Burks household. And the gremlins got us going tonight. Or hopefully they stay away tonight. It's not usually not that bad at night. It's only bad during the day. So hopefully the gremlins will stay away.
Yeah, I had some VPN gremlins, but then I just changed to a different server.
Chad, before we get the show started, we are going to talk about Patreon. It costs a lot of money to make this podcast work. We really could use your help. We appreciate all our subscribers that join and and help us in our quest to make this show. We have two ways you could help us. First one is PayPal. You can go to paypal.me/the geocaching podcast, and you can make a donation, a one-time donation, whether it be $5 or $50, whatever you like. It's a one-time donation via PayPal. It goes straight to the bills. Or you could become a Patreon, Chad. Patreon is extra audio, extra video, only available to our patron members. They get patron-only shows, and they get path tags, and they get stickers, and they get clothing cheap in our shop, all that kind of good stuff. So you want to become a Patreon, much like Chad. We got a new one today. JR and Juju out of Roswell, New Mexico. Chad decided to knuckle up to the bar, and
I need something that looks like a UFO so I can just fly it across
I know
the screen.
Roswell, New Mexico. Jesse, you ever been to
Sorry.
Roswell? I know you like New Mexico. Jesse's always been a New Mexico fan.
I've not been to Roswell.
No, never.
Nope.
Well, there you go. Someplace to go then. There you
Mhm.
go. So thank you, JR and Juju, for becoming patrons. Guys, you want to help us out? You can. Tier start as low as $3. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And it's also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers, written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com. That's FTFGEOCACHER.com.
Is you teasing my OCD like that? And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Me Gone soap, It Spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by our friends at Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for your design and you can't find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARDEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pattags.com. With all your swag and pat tag needs, visit our websites to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 41,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
our show notes. Thank you, Chad. They're telling me I'm having trouble again. Chad, am I having trouble
Yeah,
again?
you were you're not doing too bad right now, but you were for a little bit. Kind of audio was breaking up.
Oh my goodness, I hate our internet, Jess.
Yep.
I hate it.
I know. I think we should go make a stink about it.
To whom? The Xfinity people?
Yep.
You think they'll care?
Nope.
Nope.
Should we go ask for a new? I think should we go ask for a new?
I think a new modem. It wouldn't hurt.
Let's go this weekend. We'll go this weekend.
And maybe they'll give us like $5 off our bill. It'll bring it down to $7,000 instead of $9,000.
You don't use your own modem?
Yeah, see,
So-
sorry.
We did. I had my own modem. They actually cap you your speed. We could not get a fast enough speed with our own modem. They like forced us to rent one from them.
Okay, that must be local because I'm using mine here and I can get 200 megabits per second.
No, they wouldn't allow that
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I
we
mean,
were
they
close.
allow us to have our own, but
Yeah.
it was
They,
we had
they want
issues.
that extra what, $20 a month or something?
I think it's like
15?
10 or 12.
Yeah.
I remember when it was $3 a month, and that was enough to piss me off enough to make me go out and buy my own. But now
Jesse
it's like,
did too. Yeah, Jesse was like, Jesse bought her own. She didn't want to do. This is before me. She had that before me.
Yeah, but then what they do, we're going off on a tangent. What they do
Sorry.
is they stop supporting certain models after a certain amount of time. And so then
Right.
you have to either get one of theirs or you have to go and buy a new one. So yeah, it ends up costing you the same amount anyway if you have to buy a new one every 3 years or whatever.
I'm on the one that I've had for. So that's my second one, but I've had this one for 8 years now, and the other
Wow.
one before that, the other one before that I had for about 8 years.
Well, you're
Oh,
very
man,
lucky.
Ours they canceled. Remember, Jess? They're like, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it stopped working. I had no warning, no nothing. It just stopped working. And I called them and they're like, "Oh yeah, we stopped supporting that. You have to buy a new one or you have to get one of ours." So I went and bought a new one. And I called them on the phone from the store to make sure, is this one going to work? Total tangent. I'm so sorry, you guys. And they said, yes, it would. And so I bought it. And turns out they like capped our speed on it.
Right. Wow.
Don't make enemies with the Jesse. Not a pretty sight. Man.
I do. I'm not a
She was-
Comcast.
They
fan.
were. I think they had her flagged so bad as a problem person that I had to call.
Oh, yeah. They didn't want to deal with
I didn't want to
me.
talk to Jesse anymore.
I've never had a company make me like so physically angry
Literally get
as
physically-
Comcast.
She would like. She would literally get physically angry.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, sorry, Jess. The news.
so sorry.
Tell us what's going on in the shop, Jess.
So this is a big deal. I don't know that I have ever seen
It's
this
a big deal.
big of a sale.
None of that.
Normally, when they have,
Put that on there. It's a big deal.
thank you.
welcome.
Normally, so in the Geocaching Podcast shop, which is geocachingpodcast.threadless.com, normally when they have like a flat rate T-shirt sale, it's $15 regular tees. Well, starting on the 9th at 5 p.m. through the 12th at 10 a.m., so what's that, 2.5 days, they're going to have $10 regular tees.
Sweet.
$10 for a shirt.
$10 for a shirt.
I'm gonna have to stock up on some shirts, and my wife's gonna be saying, "Why are you buying more shirts? Don't you have enough?"
$10. That's pretty. Yeah, that is pretty cheap.
That's cheap.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
That might be cheaper than what patrons get.
I think it is.
I think it is too.
I think that's-
like
I think that's below cost.
I might be getting me a Back
I'm
to the
losing money on
Future.
that. What?
I
Jeff?
might be getting me a Back to the Future Twin
My
Pines
Twin
Mall.
I mean, I don't think patrons don't pay much more than this, but I think that's cheaper than that.
I think it is.
That's impressive. Well, that's cheaper than what a we get.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's kind of nice. I like that. Well done. All right, how long is that for, Jess?
Starts on the 9th at 5 p.m. Central, and it ends on the 12th at 10 a.m. Central.
So the weekend, more or less.
Basically, just the weekend.
So guys, if you're going to buy a T-shirt, now's the time to buy a T-shirt.
$10 regular
buy
tees.
to buy that 2020 sucks T-shirt. Now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now's the time.
I think maybe we need to throw another shirt or two up there here in the next couple days, Scott.
Yeah.
We have a couple
Oh, yeah,
ideas.
that's right. Jesse had a couple. You were supposed to email them to me.
I
when
know,
I-
and I forgot. I
Oh.
told you. That's not enough?
No, that's not enough.
Oh, okay.
Telling me
All
it's definitely not enough. No.
Okay.
No, definitely- no. And anybody, for the record, any of our patrons ever have an idea for a T-shirt, send it my way. Send it to the email address on our website, and it just might make a T-shirt. You never know. Because I like making T-shirts; they're fun. So
So are you like me and you make your wife send you an email?
she likes to text me. I'm like, no, email.
Oh,
If it's in my
email.
inbox, I need it to sit in my inbox, screaming at me. That's what I.
That's your
Exactly.
to-do list. Your inbox is your
Literally,
to-do list.
yeah. Yeah.
unread mail.
Yes.
And it's like, and if I can't process it right now, I'll put it back to mark it as unread. And that means I got to follow up on it.
I don't know if that's a guy thing or if it's just a me and you thing, Chad. I don't know.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
I do that at work. I am that way at work, not at home.
Yeah, I tell it to everybody. I go, if you want, email me. You want me to see it, email me. Don't text me it, email it to me.
Yep.
Because text will just I'll look at it. I'll look at the text, and then the red dot will be gone, and then I'll never go back to the text.
Yep.
Even if it's sitting in my inbox, every time I open my email, which is 200 times a day, I will see it staring at me.
I'm the same way.
Getting worked up by that.
All right.
All right.
We're like 20 minutes in here.
All right.
Let's get
Tonight's
the show going.
Somebody give me a call, please. 808-468-7924. We're talking about solo caching and buddy caching, Chad, or group caching, if you will. What's your preference, guys? Give us a call. Let's discuss it. 808-468-7924. We can talk about it and discuss what's the better way. Chad, group caching, solo caching. What do you prefer? What's the better way?
Oh, I'm 100% group caching. So it's something about group caching, the camaraderie. You don't feel like you're wasting time between caches because you're having a conversation with someone. So those parts don't get boring. So I don't know when I'm out there solo caching and I'm walking. Sometimes between caches, it's like, let's hurry up and get to the next cache. It's like this is annoying, but I've never found that to be the case when I'm with other cachers because we always have something to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've never I'm like you. Obviously I cache with Jess and I cache with Cody. I have friends that we cache with. But every once in a while to get out in the woods by yourself, it's very therapeutic. It's one of those times where it's like it's just you, especially I haven't done it in so long. I should do it soon. Is that like I get up real early, like 6 in the morning, and you hit the woods real early in the morning, like right when they open the gates, and you hike for the whole morning, and you get home like by noon, and you're just by yourself and like just you in the woods, man. It's
Oh
good.
yeah.
It's you and basically it's you in your head, it's what it is, it's you in your head, just fighting it out, sometimes, especially when you get a lot in your mind. Jess, what about you? What's your opinion?
Yeah, I am like you. I mean, I enjoy going out caching with you, with Cody. Even, there have been times where we've had big groups of people get together, and that's always fun.
Mhm.
But I also find it very therapeutic, mind clearing, soul searching to just head out to the woods by yourself. And I've even actually gone like parking grabbing by myself where I wanted some numbers and I just wanted something to do, and I found an area that Scott had cleared out years ago, and I might have been actually I think I was working on a challenge, and I just went out and I spent the entire day lifting skirts and searching pine trees, and I had a blast. It was just me by myself and my music in my car, and sometimes I think you need that.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Sometimes you need that, and like it's like I don't group cache 100% of the time by any means. If I were to choose, if I could only go solo caching or I could only go group caching, I'm gonna say group caching. But there are definitely times where you want to decompress, etc. You want to be out there with nature and by yourself. You're sometimes you're irritated at the world,
Oh, yeah, sure.
and you just got to be alone, and those are great times to cache on your own.
Yeah. I definitely agree. If I had the choice to only ever from here on out through eternity only cache by myself or only cache with other people, I would definitely choose with people.
Oh, as would I. Yeah, of course. But that being said, there's something to be said for solo caching, and I'd love to hear from anybody out there. within the sound of my voice, who's listening right now, if you solo cash alone, give us a call because I'd love to get your opinion on this on solo caching. And if you prefer to solo cache, I'd love to get your opinion on that. 808-468-7924 or international. It's callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. You call for free. Give us a call. I'd love to hear your opinion if you solo cache, especially because most of us say that. Well, we enjoy it. We prefer
Right.
the company of other people, And what's that? Go ahead, Jed. Were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say if El Rojo's on, a lot of his stories are out there with him solo caching. So I'd like to hear from let's hear from El Rojo on what he prefers.
What is the difference between your find/DNF ratio between? Oh, well, absolutely, yes. And we're going to talk about this. Wait, Leah says, Osleroy says, how else would you solo cache? How else would you solo cache?
Other than alone?
Oh, yeah, alone. Did I say that? Did I say?
I don't know.
I don't remember what I said.
I
Well,
don't
let's talk
know.
about let's go through this real quick. Let's talk about solo caching. We all know that geocaching with others has its benefits, from extra help navigating to a second pair of eyes to finding to help find the geocache. But solo caching has its perks, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Allowing yourself to be comfortable being alone can often be the reset button that many of us need, and we have touched base on that, saying, yeah, sometimes it's just a great mental health, and it is. It really, really is.
Definitely.
But here's some other things. Chad, you get some personal time. Whether you have a busy social life, a family, or just need to rest, geocaching alone can help clear your mind while you're outside. And that is absolutely true. It really is. I've had many times when I worked for myself back in the aughts and early teens, I'd have bad days at work, and I'd be like, well, I'm done today.
Yep.
I'm done. It'd be like 1 o'clock. It'd be like, I'm done. And I'd hit the woods for, 4 hours, and then I'd make up the time at night because you work for yourself. You can do that. I'd make up those 3.5 hours at night.
And I've even used those times to do some cache maintenance as well. So it's like, I don't want to think about anything else. Let's go take a look at my cache containers, see if anything needs replaced, updated, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You can be flexible. Geocaching with others is fun, but can be tricky if you want to change plans. Maybe there are other geocaches you want to find, or you want to make your outing a little bit longer. Geocaching alone allows full flexibility on your outing, Chad. Which is true. You don't have anybody else going, you don't have to ask permission to go get this cache.
Right.
I like that. Planning becomes much easier, Chad. You can decide where you want to go and for how long. No need to worry about anyone else's timeline. Just be sure to let someone know where you're headed and when you plan to be back. That, of course, if you're going out by yourself, tell somebody you're going and where you're going. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Check in too if you can, if you're going to be late. But
yeah,
that does make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you want to go. You choose where you want to go. It's your decision where you want to go, how many you want to find, and
And when you're done,
And when
there's
done.
nothing more irritating than you're like out in the middle of the woods and you want to keep going, and the person you're with is like, I have to get back. I gotta go. Can we leave
Bye.
now? Yeah. But you drove together.
Well, you accepted the rides. I've been there, and that can get irritating, and your tongue gets hurt because you're biting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or when they're not having fun. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's tough, man. You can cache at your own pace, Chad. Whether you're a power cacher or all about the numbers or someone who wants to take in the journey, you can geocache however you want. And that's great. That's always nice because I know, like, for example, Jesse and me, for example, Jesse is a picture crazed person.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten to the point where I just keep walking.
Oh yeah,
Just
I'll
to-
catch up eventually.
Yeah, just I'll catch up. I used to stop every time she'd stop, and it drove me
Right.
crazy. I just got to the point where I just keep walking. I would literally just keep walking. She'll eventually saunter up, but like Jessie stops for 20 pictures in between caches. She sees, and God bless. She sees something cool. She wants to take a picture of it. God bless. But it's. I'm glad that she's okay. She doesn't. Jesse, you don't care that I don't stop, do you anymore?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that she doesn't care that I don't stop, that's fine. Like I don't want to sit there and wait for her to take a picture. Like I just want to keep
Right.
going. I'm a person who I focus. I want to get to the next cache. Let's get to the next cache. You know.
And,
So I
you know,
have-
there's cachers that I catch with some of the usual suspects and stuff, and we'll do that as well. It's like okay, I'm heading out to the next one. It's like catch up when you're ready, and you know they doing whatever they're wanting to do, take pictures, looking through all the swag, logging trackables that are there in the container instead of taking them with you. And you know, you kind of get the feel how the other cachers work together, and as long as nobody's getting upset, that works perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm glad she doesn't care because it drove me crazy.
Yeah,
I
if
just
I did
looked to
that, if
see-
I did that with my wife, she'd be going nuts.
I
If
just
what?
looked to see how many pictures I have on my phone. I've had my phone not even a year, and there's over 8,000 pictures.
There you go, Chad. There's a prime example. She takes a lot of pictures, and
Yep.
most of them are beautiful. Like she'll show me, I'm like, oh my god, that's fantastic. You know, like she'll take great pictures, but it's like, you know, when you're in the moment, you're like, oh come on, you know. But like then you see it later, you're like, oh yeah, that's real pretty. You know.
I used to be really consistent at actually posting them on social media
God,
and
yes.
on Instagram, and I've been so busy. I just
That's the
haven't
you
had
get the
time.
promotion, man. You got no time anymore.
I got to get some new hires in there to help me out, and then I'll have time again. Then I'm going to take some time off, go solo caching.
Yeah, I guess you're going. Well, maybe. Well, when are you taking off next week?
Yeah, I have a few days off next week.
Yeah, right. Because your birthday's coming up.
Yes, it is.
Jesse's 21st birthday, Chad. It's coming up.
Ooh.
It's coming up. When is it? Like 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks?
Next
10 days?
next
No,
week.
Next week?
Next
Oh my
week.
God, is it next
Next
week?
week.
Next what? Friday?
Next Friday.
I got time then. Okay.
You want me to send you an email, Scott?
You did already.
Oh yeah, I did. You're right.
Jesse told me exactly what she wants. This is what I want for my birthday.
And I sent it in an email.
And she sent it in an email.
Firefighter Skippy says 6,000 of the puppy. Well, yep, maybe. I mean, we've only had the puppy since June.
June?
We got her in June.
She's still behind me? Is that? I think that's her right there. Right.
She's
Is that her? Right?
she's like over your shoulder, I
I got
think.
the wrong hand. She's right there. I think.
Right there, I think.
Yeah, I think that's her sleeping right there. Here, hold on. Yoink. There we go. Yeah, there she is. You see her, Jay?
She's laying on the blanket.
I definitely see a blanket, and I see something that's
She's
somewhat dotted. That's probably looks like
Yep,
Jeeps, but
let's see it. Jeeps. Ah, shit. Oh,
She's
there's her head.
sound asleep.
okay. I think I see the head almost hanging
there.
off the front.
Yeah, she's right. Like,
Yeah,
There. What? There's her head.
yeah.
She's asleep. So yes. So. Oh, there you go. Neltra's is Monday the 12th, Jess.
Oh, happy
your
birthday, Neltra.
buddies.
Hooray.
Buddies.
Happy birthday month.
Yeah, that's right.
See,
Jesse said, beginning of October, Jesse's like, it's my birthday month. I'm like, no, it's not. It's really not your birthday month. We don't do that in this family.
my cash anniversary is this month, and so is my wedding anniversary. So
Oh,
Which one do you care about more?
my wedding anniversary.
right answer.
Good answer. Oh boy.
So I don't get a card for my cash anniversary.
No, your wife doesn't get you a card.
Not for my cash anniversry.
Would you like me to buy you a card for your cash first? Which I make you feel better. You'd have to
If you
email me.
want.
You have to send me an email to do
But then it's not happening.
What does AC Relic say? I solved a full 148 puzzle cache GeoArt and don't want to go alone, but I kind of feel like I did all the work to solve. Why should they get the glory? So this brings it up here is that this is one of the things with solo caching. You can actually go find the caches you find, but if you're in a group and they didn't solve that, how do you feel about that?
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Doesn't bother you at all. So
If other people find caches that you solved.
that you solved, but
Right.
they had no hand. They are literally there for the ride. You're okay with
Yep.
that?
So
I'm
here's how
okay with that.
here's how
I-
you go ahead.
I've probably solved well over 1,000 caches that other people in our group, several of them at least, never solved, and we all, 6 or 7 of us going out getting them all.
Mhm.
I have no issues with that.
I know. I see GSM times 2 is in the chat. And there's no way he's okay with that. I
No,
cannot
here's what you do.
fathom he's okay with that.
Wait, I have a way to make it okay.
Oh, okay. Let's hear.
So you solved the puzzles, and let's
Mhm.
say it's a power trail doable by car. So you drive and you make your partner actually do the legwork of getting out of the car and signing in.
There you go. Then they're
So
gonna
now
know.
you're sharing in how you're finding them, right?
I like that. There you go.
That works for me.
So now you're both contributing.
There you go. I like that. Good idea. So Anne Refro Pattern said, I really don't know how many caches. I don't really know many caches in my area. I travel for my work, and caching gives me something fun to do while I'm traveling alone. Absolutely. There you go. Yes, you just got to be careful because when you travel and you cache, sometimes you don't know the neighborhood you're in. You got to be careful about that. But yes, Jess, excellent idea. I like that a lot.
So you're welcome, Gary.
Why do you say thank you? Oh,
On the puzzles.
for all the puzzles that you give him automatically. Guys, give us a call 808-468-7924. 808 got swag. It'll Chad, last one for solo caching. It'll make you a better geocacher, Chad. When geocaching with others, you may lean on their expertise for navigating, puzzle solving, or making the find. I know I do. Geocaching alone means you are doing everything on your own, which is a great way to deepen your skills within the game. That's right. You sharpen those senses, Chad, those geo senses.
Oh, I definitely.
Yeah, you are doing 100% of the legwork.
Yep.
So there's not much you can do. What does Robert Owen say? Would you be okay if you tagged on a run where you had solved none of the puzzles? I would be okay with that. Yeah.
I would be okay
So-
with it.
Me personally, I've said this before on the show. It's like I have to solve the puzzle before I logged it, or at least understand enough on how it's solved to be able to feel that I understand it in order to claim it. That's just me personally.
What if it's just, doing Wikipedia and A, B, C, or D for the correct answer?
Okay, your guys' internet just glitched again. I didn't understand a word Jesse said.
But that comes to my head.
Okay, folks. I guess we'll see if they come back or not. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can't see you.
You can't see?
Now you're just frozen.
Can you hear me though?
How about me? Can you
I
see
can
me,
hear you.
hear me?
I can
As long as you can hear me,
I
we're
can
good.
hear. I
As long
can
as
hear
you-
both of you.
All right, as long as you hear me, we're good.
Everything's coming back. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting tweaks. That's so horrible. Yeah. Taz solves his problems and now it has infected the Burks.
It's the Corona internet.
Oh, God, Lord, this is horrible. Our internet blows.
I think you're going to be taking a visit to the internet store tomorrow, and
I think this weekend we're going. If I'm going, if I have to go to that nightmare, you're coming with me.
ugh.
That's the way it works.
No, it's my birthday month.
Still gotta go with me. If I have to go I'm not going to that nightmare by myself. All right, so that's what I got for solo cache and chat. Like, and it does make you. I think it makes you a much better cacher. The first 3 months of my caching career, I cached solo before I met a person.
Yeah.
So, and I think that helped, with my geosenses and all that, and getting things ready.
And then I think there's things with buddy caching that actually can help improve it as well.
Yeah.
It's like that second pair of eyes. So and you have this on your list here, the first one. Sometimes you need more than just you to find a cache. There's nothing better than searching for hard to find cache with 3 or 4 people and make the find quickly. And when you're doing this, you see you start to pick up other geosenses, other ways things that caches can be hidden that you didn't notice at first. And so definitely you get some good pickup there. But I would say you hone your initial geosenses though on solo.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the second pair of eyes. There's nothing more frustrating than hiking out, 0.3 into the woods and not finding a cache, or you come across a place with a zillion hidey spots, and you're like, you gotta be kidding me,
But I'll say this too. I was not a good geocacher until I started caching with Scott. I had cached for like a year and a half even before I even met Scott, and I had very few finds. I had a lot of frustration, and so by having somebody with you, especially as a newer person, I think away a lot of the frustration because you have somebody to show you the ways and the hides and your trails in the woods and all of that.
Right. Someone to teach you. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. And that's the whole Padawan relationship. The whole someone teaching you how to cache.
And then there's also the off days and on days. So I've been out there with
totally.
I've been out there with the same person one day, and I find 90% of them, and then the next time the other person finds 90% of them, and it's just like, it's like you're kind of feeling bad when you're not getting spotting the finds, but it winds up trading off. But if you were out there solo and you were having that bad day of spotting finds, it's like you can get really frustrated.
That's very frustrating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you're by yourself and you're just not coming up with a find. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can laugh about it with somebody else, but if you're all alone, yeah, that's kind of you're struggling. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Someone to share your experiences with, Chad. You see some amazing things geocaching. Why should you have to experience them alone? Whether it's a location, a cache, or a cache outing, share those experiences, Chad.
Definitely.
It's very. I mean, to me, I've seen amazing things while caching over my years. But it's always nice to have somebody there, whether it's Cody or Jesse, to share those with. To have somebody there with you experiencing that. What are you saying, Jess? I find having a partner cuts down time of finding caches. I find the cache eventually slow, but the time searching is cut in half with a partner. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. So I think it's important to share those experiences. Jesse and I have a crap ton of stories that we have. There's so many experiences together that we've shared. That we So it's to have fun sharing experiences. Another person, this is my important one here. Another person to help with the puzzles.
Okay, Scott's cutting out, so I'm going to go ahead and read this one. So another person to help with the puzzles. Let's face it, a lot of us stink at puzzles, but also a lot of people are good at puzzles. It's always nice to have some friends to bounce ideas off of. So this is definitely true, and even I have issues sometimes dealing with puzzles. Actually, a lot of times, even though I'm kind of known as a puzzle solver, but sometimes bouncing those ideas off of people gets you back on the right track. So, and then help navigating. So sometimes finding just the right way to cache can be the difference between clean pants with burrs all over them, and having someone there to second guess your calls is always nice. And I would say also to definitely when you're trying to drive, it's definitely good to have someone there to navigate, because if you're just following Google or Google's telling you to navigate to, you might actually wind up on the wrong side of a fence, on the wrong side of water, on the wrong side of all kinds of different things. While a person who's there to be the navigator can flip up on satellite view and see, oops, we don't want to come in that way. We want to come in from another direction. You're you're starting to get a little bit clearer.
I'm getting scared.
So I went ahead and hit the both the puzzles and the navigating.
You both?
Yeah.
Come on, Chad. Yeah, but another person to help with puzzles. That's one of my favorites because I'm not good at puzzles at all. So that makes me super happy. So I know you're good with puzzles, Chad. So it's easy for you.
Yeah, well, I admit that there's while I'm relatively good at puzzles, there's lots of puzzles that stump me, or I need a little nudge here or an idea there, and I'll go off and basically be able to figure it out from that point. but yeah, there's tons of puzzles out there that I've never been able to solve. Period.
Right. Is that Jesse on the phone tonight? Is that what Jesse? You on the phone? Now?
I'm on the phone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Ooh, nice and clear.
Okay. I found another way in. You can't get rid of me, guys.
Hey now.
Okay, Jess, what's your theory on another person to help with the puzzles?
Absolutely. Not just one person, but like group puzzle solving is always a good time.
Yeah, I remember we used to do that. We used to do that all the time. The group
we used to do that all the time. We would get a big group of people together, or we'd work on them together online, like in Google Docs or something like that, where you can all work together and you can see each other's work. Or I've sat on the phone with people and worked through puzzles together. So yeah, that's always a definite pro to having other people that you cache with on a regular basis.
Yes, I agree. Chad, you do that too, don't you? Do you do group puzzles?
Well, to a degree. I would say definitely at going caching event. So there's a lot of that where basically you're solving puzzles there real time. So at the beginning of it, you're given like a sheet, a map that has maybe 30 puzzles on it, and it doesn't point out that they're puzzles, but you have to figure out what the puzzles are and how to get things going. And when at the last one, I initially doled out the puzzles. It's like, here, work on this, work on this, work on this, and I started working on it. And then there's like, I've got an idea for this one. I got an idea for that one. And then other people would come back to me. I got an idea for this one, that one. We're all passing information around, and then that way we're all working on the puzzles. But we're also sharing our ideas about how other puzzles might need to be solved.
Yeah. Awesome. What, Jess? Your call hung up. My call hung up?
Yeah, so you lost me.
It's like, sure, we can get rid of you. Click.
Goodbye, Jesse. I don't know what to tell you, Brown. I really don't. No more Jesse. Figure out another way to get on, Brown. Wow. I mean, the gremlins are in full effect tonight, Chad. Full effect. Guys, I apologize. Next week's show will be way better. We've got some smoking gremlins going on. No host connection. There you go. Please contact the host. Chad, am I still on with you?
You're still on.
All right. So I'm not losing internet. Just making sure I'm not losing internet here. All right. So, and then help navigating. We got to end this show before we'll lose the internet. Help navigating. Sometimes finding the right way to find the cache can be the difference between clean pants and plants with burrs on them. I'm assuming you already read this, Chad.
Yep.
So super important too. I've many times where Jesse's like, I think we should go this way. I'm like, no, this way. She's like, no, I think this way, and she was right.
Yeah.
And reverse, you know.
Yeah, navigating. So Google's navigating to the coordinates, and it thinks you should be on this side of the fence or on this side of the river or whatever, or major creek crossing and stuff. And someone pulls up the satellite view and says, "Hey, I think we really need to be coming in from this other direction because we don't have access over here."
Right.
Those things are definitely helpful, and even sometimes you popping in the street view to be able to tell, hey, there is a path between these two houses down a gully to get back there,
Right.
versus taking a 1.5-mile trip through a park.
I totally agree 1,000%. Yes, Texas. Is it funny that she's still brown? She'll always be brown. She's the Brown Town. She's the Jesse Brown Town. That's what Cody Dog calls. Does he call you Brown Town? That's Cody, right? He calls you Brown Town. All right, Chad. So there you go. There's group and soul caching, guys. We got to end this show. My internet's going insane right now, and only 10 minutes early. So yeah, so to me, I love group caching, but I also I enjoy solo caching, but I prefer to group cache. I'm assuming, Chad, that's you as well.
Yep.
I don't get out I don't solo cache as often as I'd like to. As funny as that sounds, but mainly my wife usually wants to go with. So I'm lucky in that respect, I guess, that my wife wants to go caching with me. So I hope that helps, guys, with solo and buddy caching. Chad, next week, week, internet's going to be fixed, guys. I promise we're going to go this weekend. We're going to get this all. You got to figure, Chad, how long has it been? I've been on the show for like 6 years, and I've never had, I don't think I've ever, rarely do I have issues with internet.
Yeah.
Chad. Yeah.
Well, I think I figured out what my issue was, and
ours just
and now I've worked around it. So,
but I mean, 2 years we've been live now as the main host. Have we ever had an issue with the internet before?
not really. And occasionally you might get a little audio stumble for a little bit, and then they come back, and then not have it throughout the rest of the show.
We'll get it fixed. Next week, guys, is a discussion show, Chad. One of my favorites. Discussion show with callers. You got to call in tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Amazing places geocaching can take you, Chad. Let's talk about the amazing places we've been. Callers, give us a call in. Let's talk about the amazing places geocaching took you. I want to hear about the amazing, I mean, like blown away amazing places where like you were like, wow, this is what it's all about. This is why I cache. I should name the show This Is Why I Cache. Like, that's what I want to talk about with you guys next week. So give us a call next week. Let's talk about This Is Why I Cache, because those are the stories that I love so much. And then, hey, if you got a GC, all the more better, but not necessary. So that's next week's show. Chad, anything else, sir, to add to the discussion? We don't have the Brown. Anything else? Could you hear? No.
So I got my new
Chad's got his
NCIS
NCIS hat
from Steven.
From my friend Steve, who was on the Saturday night show. Oh my God, months ago.
That was like at the very beginning. That was probably April or May.
Yeah, and he said, remember he said, I'll get you hats, and he had to wait until he went back to work,
right?
Because they were not shooting, obviously, because of COVID. Obviously, they're shooting now. I could tell you, Chad. I'll tell you off air. He just gave me. You watched the show, right?
Oh yeah, I watched every episode, dude.
He was sending me pictures. I could. Where's my phone? He was just texting me pictures of the upcoming guest star who's going to be on the show.
Sweet.
I'll share it with you off air, Chad.
Cool.
I can't tell because then you guys go to chat rooms and you tell people, and then I get in trouble because he'll get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. But like all those things, like, who's that girl that came back? Like, I knew months beforehand, and then I couldn't care less. But like, people were like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "Okay, is that a big deal? Is that a big deal?" So yeah, Chad. So Chad got his hat. I'm assuming Ian's got his hat. I don't know if Ian got his hat or not, but I think he summoned Ian as well. So I'll have to call up. He was just texting me today, as a matter of fact. So I'll have to text him back and tell him thank you. I didn't know if he sent them. He said he wanted your addresses, but knowing Steve, I figured you'd get him like next April. Knowing him.
Yeah. Well, tell Steve I said thanks for remembering and sending it out.
He literally. This is the kind of guy Steve is. God bless his heart. He He just sent me a text saying, where is he? Here we go. He's setting up a, here he says, so I've made some Google spreadsheets for election night, some swing states. I enter the county votes for Trump and Biden, what percentage is in, and then it extrapolates on up, does a little math, checks to see if Trump is over or underperforming 2016, checks to see if Biden is over or underperforming Clinton in 2016. I figured if the race isn't super close, I will know 15 minutes after the polls close on the East Coast who is going to win.
Nah, not going to work.
This is what he sends me.
Not going to work because of mail-in voting.
This is how I respond to him. Nerds. That's how I respond to him. So basically he wants me to do some coding to help him. That's what he's trying to tell me with that.
So it's not going to work because it doesn't count. It doesn't take into account mail-in voting, and there's already been polls out showing that a much higher percentage of Democrats are doing, or I should say, Biden supporters are doing mail-in voting than Trump supporters.
I just texted that to him. Now he'll send me a 20-minute thing on how it does, because that's how Steve is. So guys, next week, amazing places geocaching will take you. This is why I geocache. That's going to be the topic. So you guys got to call in. We're going to have a boring show. So lots of phone calls next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chad, we're coming up on the end of the year, Chad.
Yes, we are.
I think I've locked in the rest of the year. I think I have. I've locked it in. Did you take a look at the upcoming shows, Chad?
I haven't looked at them recently.
You should look at them. I got them to the end of the year, dude. Looking pretty good. We got a strong end of the year coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Don't say anything because things may change, but we got a pretty strong end of the year coming up. I'm kind of excited for it. I'm excited for it. So it's going to be fun. So hang tight with us to the end of the year, kids. At least that, because it's going to be a fun. Yeah, see, I got an ooh from Chad there. Look at that.
So I get a day after my birthday present.
When's your birthday?
November 24th.
Oh, that's Thanksgiving, isn't it? Or no, Thanksgiving changes.
Well, yeah. Sometimes it's on Thanksgiving. It's always on Thanksgiving week.
Yeah. Oh, is it really? Yeah. How are we getting a call? I got no host connection. You know what? I'm gonna answer this call.
Jesse calling it again.
I'm just curious who's calling. Hello. 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 You see, I can't. You know why we can't hear them, because this isn't working. Because I'm not in. That's why I'm not in. That's why. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I could read what he wants. Wants to know if we have been working more on puzzles since Corona. Or was that last week? No, that would have been last week. It was Scorpio Red. Sorry, Scorpio. I can't get you. I gotta actually end the show because. And the call-in studio, because I don't want people calling in. So, guys, that's next week. Amazing places geocaching will take you, and we will have the internet fixed, guys. We apologize in advance. Not in advance. We apologize for the internet. We're doing the best we can. So, the Rona gremlins are alive and well. Chad, always a pleasure, sir.
Always a
Oh,
pleasure.
you're just calling to see if our system worked. Thanks, Mark. It worked. I saw you, but wait, Steve just texted me back. Steve says, "I don't think it's going to matter." Is what he said. That's the response. He doesn't think it's going to matter. Oh, from his mouth and God's ears. I'll see more coming. He's texting me. This is what you started this. You started this. Look at it again. More. He's still texting me. It will matter if it's really, really close. If it's a really, really close phrase.
You can tell him that Chad said thanks for the hat, but you're wrong.
He's still typing. This is stupid. All right, guys, let's close this show so I can go watch the debates. That's what I want to do. Here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. Hey, if you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3 and got money because apparently I need better internet. So we need money. Jack, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. Just making sure this doesn't go to waste. You'll get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our Patreon members. Just head over to patreon.com and subscribe. That's patreon.com/thegeocacher. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week, talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week. Oh, we're clear, Chad. That was brutal. Brutal internet tonight. Wow. Sorry, guys.
Definitely.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with our internet, man. It just it goes down all the time now. I think we're gonna go get a new modem from them. Jesse said go get a new modem. I'm like, it's not the modem. I think it's the modem. So, all right,
Could be.
guys. Yeah, no show this Saturday, but there will be next Wednesday. So, thanks, guys, so much. We'll talk to you guys next Wednesday. Be good, be safe, be well. Bye bye.